Sometimes I feel there's something wrong with me. As you guys may know by this time, I have a wife and 7 kids. And after all the years we've been married, it's 27 years, I really appreciate this time of day when my job for today is finished and I'm sitting alone. I might add, in my wife's car. She has pointed out that several times to me that it's her car. And I appreciate the alone time. I don't appreciate crowds, or I appreciate the time I have to spend for myself. Is that an age problem, or is it just me? Because I enjoy the time I spend by myself more than the time I spend at home. I don't want to be home anymore. I become depressed when I'm home, sitting in the couch watching TV. It makes me depressed. And I feel better when I go up to my office on the 2nd floor and sit by my computer. And I must think that there must be something wrong with me, because before I get depressed for a day, and I just needed, about 12 hours to get through it, then I was fine again. Today I have been deeply depressed most of the day, except when I got to work to talk to my co-workers. Not about depression, just socializing, or whatever it takes, whatever it sounds like. Because does that mean I don't enjoy my family anymore, or are grateful to have a family? Because I'm thinking about being alone. That must be awful also. So I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like living the rest of my life alone, but I need to get away more on my own, or do something fun for a change. And those of you guys who watch my Swedish channel know that we are going away and having fun sometimes, but not often enough. That's why I eat McDonald's and sit in my car, or my wife's car. And I'm thinking about McDonald's today also, but I think it's costing me too much money and I don't have much money, so maybe we'll skip it today. Well, I don't look forward to the weekends anymore, because it's a lot of work. I think I'm not suited to live in a house, or owning a house. I'm more suited for an apartment or something like that. I don't feel like doing anything to the house. I don't feel like painting or something like that. And there is much to do in our house. It needs a shitload of money to fix all the problems, but it's livable. But we need to do some things outside, mostly stairs. We have concrete stairs, and you know what happens to concrete after 50 years? It gets holes in it, and the water comes in at winter and it freezes, and then the stair crack. And one place in the basement there are even cracks in the stairs outside. That means that the water is running a little bit into the basement, and that's not good. You don't want water in your basement. Everybody who knows a house, not everybody who has a house, knows that. But I can't fix it. It needs skilled workers to do that, because we have a balcony that is above the stairs and there are pillars that support the balcony over the stairs. So we need someone who comes that knows what he's doing or what she's doing. I'm equal opportunity, so that's not for me. So I don't have the money for that. And I think we should go to the bank and ask them for a loan on our house. We have a very small or low loan on our house, so it shouldn't be a problem to borrow some money to fix most of the problem. The problem is that when I first talked about this to my wife, it was about 10 years ago, and if we did it then, it would be half price of what it would cost us today, because everything is getting so much more expensive than it was 10 years ago. And that's no surprise, but it's sad that we didn't do it when I told her the first time. But you gotta make a decision together of when you are borrowing a lot of money. I mean, we're talking in dollars, I should say about 100,000. In Swedish, maybe a million kroner. And today we have 900,000 kroner in our loan at the house, so that's about $90,000. That's not a lot for a house that size we have. We need to fix this. That is not for me. And all the problems I have in my personal life and the house and everything, it's starting to get to me. It's been 5-6 years now, and I don't know what to do longer. I feel better now than I did when I went to work, but how will I feel tomorrow? That's the real question. I don't know. Maybe I feel better. But there is another problem here in Sweden. It's summertime. Well, it's summertime everywhere in the world, but here in Sweden it's raining right now, and of course we need water. Everybody needs water. But it's August and the summer is over in 1 month. Then it's fall, then it's winter, and then it's spring again. Every year, for me, I'm waiting for summer. And every year I get a year older. Now that's the way of life, but I think they say when you're 50, you have 26 years more to live. Well, I'm 54, so I have 22 more years to live if you go. And then I have diabetes, so that's a couple of years gone, so 20 years. And I have had extreme overweight. I weighed over 200 kilos, but that's about 10-15 years ago, but I still have some overweight, and that cuts off a couple of more years. So say I have 17 years. I have 17 years left to live if you do the math. So, and I want the 17 years to be the best years of my life, because you never know. And the way I'm living now, with going to work, home, going to work, home, going, that's no way to live. I want adventures. I want to travel. I want to be happy all the time. No, you can't be happy all the time, but the people who say, well, money won't solve the problems. Well, that's usually the people who have money, because they don't know how it is to live. I couldn't say I'm poor. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't have money that I can do the things I want to do. And I know people who have the money that I can do whatever I want, but they don't do it. They just sit home and rot away. I don't want to be like that. But right now I don't have a choice. So I guess I gotta go home and get something to eat, because there is no McDonald's today. Well, I've been rambling on. I hope you have a pleasant evening or day wherever you're in the world, and please subscribe if you don't do that, and hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.